Hey guys, in today's video, I have the Shop My Stash for the China Glaze Spring 2023 release. This is called the Hello Sugar collection, and there's 6 polishes in this release. Let me get a little bit of Vaseline. My hands are struggling, guys, this spring season. They're flaking like crazy. I just spit on myself. Okay, this video is already off to such an awesome start, let me tell you. If you've never seen a Shop My Stash video of mine before, what I like to do usually is, instead of buying from new releases, I instead opt to shop my already existing collection. And I try to pull out anything that comes remotely close. Now, with that being said, not everything is going to be identical. There are no dupes here. Because I'm only working with what I currently have, but as long as I stay within the same color family, most times I'm pretty satisfied. So this is my lineup, and I'll put up a picture of China Glaze's lineup here at the top so you guys can see a comparison. So you think a little bit better. I did a little bit better with this I feel collection that I did with the Essie Shop My Stash that I recently uploaded, because for that one I only relied on Essie's website. I didn't watch any swatch videos. I didn't look for swatches online. I didn't go onto blog posts, nothing. To where with this release, I watched Just Face 90's swatch and review video. I watched Go Polish's swatch and review video. And her video I actually find to be super helpful because she also does comparison swatches, which is really nice. I also watched NicoleLovesNails swatch and review video. So I'll make sure to link all 3 videos down below. But I also have Nicole's blog post up, so I'll link that down below because I heavily relied on her swatches. So based on her swatches, this is what I was able to select. And they were super helpful. It's just a little bit tricky, you know. I try to watch a few videos only because these are such bright colors. I feel that oftentimes when it comes to recording videos or taking pictures of polishes or like swatches and stuff like that, they don't always come out accurate. So I try to pull from different references to see, you know, try to meet in the middle somewhere. So that actually inspired me to pull additional polishes. So I have additional polishes to talk about here. So I have these and then 3 more. So let me go onto China Glaze's website here because I am going to go in the order that they have them listed, and I want to read their description. So we'll start off with the yellow. The yellow here is described as a bright buttery yellow. I didn't have anything in my collection like this, guys. I actually had to pull this polish from my daughter's nail polish rack because this is a polish that I have previously decluttered. Now I had 2 bottles of this particular polish, which is from Maybelline. It's part of their Color Show line, which no longer exists, and it was a part of their bleached neons collection. This is Citrus Collide. Now, I had 2 bottles of this. I finished 1 bottle, and I paid my dues. The color is beautiful, but the formula was not the best. It was 3, 4, borderline 5 coats, kind of depended on the day and my application that day. So a bit of a tricky formula, and it would take a while to dry. I did though add 3 coats on my pinky here. I think I have, if not most, all of the polishes incorporated into some kind of manicure. So I'll try to pull pictures up of actual manicure pictures and pop them up on the screen from whatever I can find. This one, I'm pretty sure I have it incorporated in with a neon yellow, and then I did a little animal print over top of Citrus Collide. So Citrus Collide is a yellow. It has faded throughout the years, I feel, but if you can see here in the bottle, it shows up lighter than it does on the nail. On the nail, it looks a little bit more vibrant. So I have it on my pinky here at 3 coats, but then I have it on my middle finger here, 2 coats over top of a tinted white rich filler. And I do feel that, I find that this polish performs a little bit better when I add 2 coats maybe over top of a white. I require less coats of the polish, and it just doesn't take as long to dry. I feel it just performs a little bit better, but it's not my favorite, which is why I am heavily considering buying the yellow from this collection. Or probably be the only polish that I end up buying if I don't fall in love with maybe like one of the corally type of polishes. I don't know. Some of these other polishes look really beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. All right, the next one is called Gimme Suga. And this is described as a creamy cantaloupe. I pulled out a few cantaloupe type of colors, or like peachy type of colors, right? Pastel peaches. This is from a Zodiac collection from NCLA. This is called Pisces. And this is a cream. Tricky formula, about 3 coats to cover the nails, and I have to be careful on the last coat. I almost have to hover the brush over the nail so not to not apply too much pressure or lift any polish. But it is a beautiful color, really great for the toes, I feel. And I have that one on this middle finger. So this one was one of the first ones that I pulled out, but I actually think, because I have another one swatched on my ring finger here, I think this one comes a little bit closer based on Nicole's swatches, because it has a little bit more of a reddy tone. So anyways, this is Pisces, but on this other ring finger, I have this one from Orly. It's called Dance With Me. I think this came out in last year's spring collection. So that's the one that I have on this ring finger. 3 coats still, but I don't have to be as careful with my application like I do with Pisces from NCLA. And it's a beautiful color. I have worn this on the toes before, and it's freaking beautiful. I did though pull out 2 additional cantaloupe type of colors, so like more pastel-y type of peach. This is from Olive and June. A little bit of a tricky formula for this one. And I have this one topped over with a KB Shimmer Flaky top coat. I think it was Yes Weekend. No, it wasn't Yes Weekend. It was the Rainbow Flaky topper. Anyways, this is called B1. Yeah, it's called B1. And it's a cream. A little bit of a tricky formula. It has a little bit more, if you can see, more white than the one from Orly, Dance With Me. So the application is a little bit more tricky. It takes a little bit more patience. And then I have this one from Orly. This is an older one. It's called Sweet Thing. It's not that old. I could have sworn that I had another Orly one that was relatively similar to this one, but I don't know. I can't find it. That was really old. It's an old polish, but I can't remember anymore. Anyways, this is another one. It's pulling slightly bit more pink here on camera, but in person it is a little bit more peachy, I would say. The Olive and June one though has a little bit more red in it. You can see it looks a little bit more orange. And then let me compare Dance With Me with Sweet Thing, because you can see the depth of Sweet Thing, and it has a little bit more red in it. But all of these colors are really beautiful. I oftentimes expect the formula with this type of color to be a little bit more tricky, require about 3 coats, and require a little bit of an extra drying time. Kid in a Candy Store is the next one up. This one is described as a pink coral lacquer. Now, on China Glaze's website, it looks more like a brighter blue-based bubblegum pink. I don't see a coral undertone in this at all, and I think even on some of the swatch videos it looks more bubblegum pink. On Nicole's website though, it looks like it has a corally undertone. Now some of the ones that I have more corally, they lean definitely too orange to where this one is visibly pink, so I stuck with the bubblegum pink polishes. So the one that I have on my index here is from Morgan Taylor. This is called Look at You Pink-a-Chu. This is a great pink. As far as color goes, the formula is slightly tricky. I have 3 coats on this nail here, but if I'm not careful and I'm having a bad paint my nails type of day, then this one will take about maybe 4 coats. So I have this one on my index here, but I have additional options, none of which though have that coral undertone, just an FYI. So that's a color that's actually really beautiful. It would be a unique pink to my collection. But I also have this one from a Dipping Dots collection from Salon Perfect. I'm pretty sure I have a manicure with this one. It's called Strawberry Swirl. And I've done a comparison. I think I've done a comparison between these 3 because they're relatively similar with the exception of this one from China Glaze. It's an old one, but it's one of my favorites. This is called Bottoms Up. It has the most red in it. It's very rosy. To where Strawberry, what is it called? Strawberry Swirl has the most white in it. And then Morgan Taylor to me is the one that leans more blue. Like, not blue, but like it has a blue like a touch of blue in it, so it's more cool leaning, as you can see. Let me try to hold these up a little bit better. They look a little bit funny. So look at you, pink-a-chu. I'm pretty sure I have a full-on manicure with this polish. I mean, I've worn it several times. It's just such a gorgeous color. As a manicure, as a pedicure, doesn't matter. I put up with the slight difficulty of the formula because the color is so beautiful. And then Strawberry Swirl can take about 3 coats to get opaque. I've applied it before and it's taken about 2 coats, but if I'm not careful, it could take about 3 coats. And I would have to be careful with how much polish is holding on my brush because it could tend to flood the cuticles. And then I also have this one, again, which is Bottoms Up from China. This is an older polish. Gorgeous, gorgeous color. Let me go like this. It's a little bit deeper than Look at You. And then the last one that I have that's has a little bit more of a purple tone. So definitely not warmer at all like the pink one from the China Glaze collection. This is just such a good one. It's called Scenic Root. And it's the one that leans a little bit more purple from all of them, but it is pink. The next one is here for the candy. This is the one that's a pastel pink, I'm pretty sure. Let me go into Nicole's. I'm going onto Nicole's website because some of these I can get them a little bit confused. Yeah, this is the pastel pink that's very blue leaning. It's so blue based that it almost leans slightly purple. It's so pretty. This one would be the next one that I would probably buy, to be honest with you, because I love pastel pinks. If you know me, you know. Or if you've watched my channel, you know that I love my pastel pinks. So I only pulled out 2, and they're 2 of my favorites actually. This is the blue-based pastel pink that I have. That's a cream, and this is Free to Roam from Essie. I love it. And I have that one on my middle finger here. But it looks like it has more white, and it has more of a blue undertone. It's just so beautiful. To where this is visibly pink. There's no purple tone in it at all. It just it looks like a blue toned pink, but theirs has almost like a little hint of purple. It's just so pretty. It's a pretty unique, I feel, pink. And then this one definitely doesn't come close, only for the very fact that it's a warmer pastel pink. This is Fiji. This is one of my favorite pinks, pastel pinks ever. Formula wise, it is difficult, but every coat is worth it. It does take a little bit more of a drying time. Out of the 2, Free to Roam has the better formula for sure. It's a little bit deeper, as you can see. And then Fiji the formula's just always been a little bit tricky, but I always put up with it because it's just so gorgeous. All right, the next one is called Sweeter Than Sugar. These names are so funny. This is considered a tangerine. Let's see, burst of sunshine and citrusy sweetness. Okay, so tangerine. We're gonna go. This is more of a, to me, like an orangey coral. So I have this one on. Nope. Where do I have this one? I actually have it right here. This one is from Orly, and this is called Afterglow. And I have it here on my thumb. 3 coats for this one. I love this color. This color is so gorgeous. Let me take a look at Nicole's swatch, because I think hers leans just a little, it's not as vibrant. Based on her picture, I don't know in person, but on her picture it's not as vibrant and it's more orangey. Mine has like an orange, but it's visibly coral, like a neon coral type of color, to where hers almost looks a little bit more muted. And I almost thought it looked like originally like Kitsch Later. It's almost like an in-between color of these 2. Yeah, I would say almost. Like it almost has a drop of this, of Kitsch Later. But anyways, this is the one that I went ahead and picked out, which is Afterglow. Excuse my messy bottle. But again, I have additional options. So I have Kitsch Later, definitely more orange. I actually have this one on this finger here. This came out in a like a retro style collection, I think last year. It's such a gorgeous orange, but it's not like theirs. Theirs seems to be more, I don't know if it's like a bleached type of color. I don't know. It's such a pretty color. Almost like, oh, what was it called? It was called, I don't have that polish anymore. It's called Flip Flop Fantasy. It almost reminds me of that. So it may be possibly a dupe for that one. I don't know. I broke my bottle and never repurchased that. But I also have additional colors here. I pulled out this one, another one from Morgan Taylor. It's called Mango Round With Me. More pink, again. And a little bit deeper, but a bright color. This is a very vibrant coral. It's so good. A little bit more red in it, so it looks slightly rosy. And then I have this one, which is called Artificial Orange. I think a little bit too orange, possibly. Maybe this one. It's almost like it's artificial orange, but it's a lighter, more pastel-y type of neon from them. But Artificial Orange is really pretty. This one I could never get to show up very well on camera for me or in pictures. And then my favorite coral. They don't make this anymore. I actually bought, I think, a bunch of them on Amazon. And then after that, like months later, they no longer had them on Amazon anymore. I have backups of this bottle. This is my favorite neon coral. It's from Julie G and it's called Bikini. Pretty sure, I think I have this in a very old manicure, but for sure most recently in a pedicure, maybe last year or something, because I pull this every single year. It's just amazing. Now the formula with this one is definitely tricky, but it's worth to go through every single layer, to be honest with you. I have the patience for this particular polish because I just adore this neon coral. It's my favorite. It was my favorite even above Flip Flop Fantasy. So anyways, that's that one. And then there's this one, which is relatively newer to me. The manicure that I have with this particular polish definitely doesn't show accurately. It shows more pastel, but it's definitely vibrant. This is from LA Colors. It's called Good Vibes Only. I mean, can you see why I wouldn't buy that particular polish? I just have so many. Some that lean a little bit more pink, some that lean a little bit more orange. I have plenty. I have so many of this particular color because I just love it so much. It looks so good. And then let's see, let's move on to the next one, which is Sugar Junkie. This one looks pink, but fuchsia. So this is a funky fuchsia, is with hot pink undertones is what they're describing it as. The one that I pulled out that I think looks pretty close is For the First Time from Orly. This is such an awesome color. I have it on my index here. Let's go like that. So it can focus. I'm pretty sure I have a manicure with this one as well. It's such a good color. It's a really great balance between a pink and then, but it also has a little bit of a purple. This one usually stays with my pinks because to me it has more pink than purple in it. And it's just really, really pretty. 2 coats, it's even on the nails. I do have 3 coats on this nail though. Not that it needs it. 2 coats is all I ever need. Look at how good those 2 colors would look together. That's awesome. Let's do 2 more to substitute Sugar Junkie. So this one is definitely more of a rose type of color. It's a vibrant pink. I would say more hot pink than fuchsia. But I brought it out because in some pictures it did look a little bit like it had a little bit more of a little bit more red undertone, I would say. So this would be an option, but definitely, you know, For the First Time would be my first pick. But I also have Rose Among Thorns from China Glaze. Again, I think a little bit too much red in it, but it is an option. And that one takes about 2-3 coats. And then this one, maybe a little bit too purple, possibly. Not as much pink as For the First Time, but this is an option as well. This is called Lips Like Sugar. These really great colors, by the way, on their own. Even if I wasn't, you know, doing a shop massage, these are awesome for the summer or for the spring as well. I guess we're going vibrant this this spring season. This is called Lips Like Sugar. So it's a little bit more purple. It's just such a good color. It's beautiful. Okay, I think I had swatched actually this one on my thumb. So let me just show you the mango one from Morgan Taylor so you guys can see it. It just has a little bit more red. And so let me do this. It's a really cute manicure, right? All right, that is everything for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below if you guys are doing a shop your stash for this collection, and then maybe list down below what polishes you're pulling out to substitute China Glaze's release, or if you're buying the polishes or you've already bought the polishes, let me know what your picks were from that release. What polishes you end up loving. Did you apply them on your nails? What you thought of the formula. Across the board with the videos that I saw is that the formula is good, and a lot of these covered the nails in, if not all of them covered the nails in 2 coats, possibly the 3 coats if you're not careful. Now, oftentimes when I go in to paint my nails with colors like these, like pastels or bleached neons, I already go in with a mindset when I'm doing my manicure that I'm going to need extra time for, you know, to do my manicure, because I'm going to need a little bit more patience in my application and just taking my time. And I'm also going to need a little bit of extra drying time. That's just what I usually expect. So anyways, that's going to be everything. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.